makes my job a lot easier, and I can tell you what, I'm going to miss him a great deal. Kevin does a lot of things behind the scenes, and his commitment to Oneonta and the men's basketball program is really special. Here's an example. First semester, a typical day in Kevin's day was he'd wake up at 6 a.m. and go student teach 40 miles away. He'd ride back to Oneonta around 3:30. He'd change out of his suit and practice gear from 3:30 to 5:30. At 5:30, he'd leave practice and hustle to his night class. And that commitment is really special. And he's really, we're going to miss him a lot. A lot of things behind the scenes, a lot of stuff he does behind the scenes, which makes my job easier. More importantly, Kevin, just a pleasure to be around in the office. And just really, just a great individual. Kevin's going to graduate this May with a degree in math education, 3.3 GPA, and there's no doubt Kevin's going to be a high school teacher, a math teacher, and a varsity basketball coach for the next 30 years in New York State. Thanks, Kevin. The next senior I'd like to welcome is Dan Devine. Like his parents are here, John and Julie. Dan's also been with us 4 years. Dan's career hasn't gone exactly as planned, and unfortunately had a lot of bad luck with injuries. Dan's an example of hard work. Up until 4 games ago, Dan was a starter for us after not playing much in his first 3 years. And it's attached to just his commitment to working hard every day and doing what we ask. And just like now, Dan's got an injury, but he's doing everything he can to get back on the court, and we'll hope we'll have him at the end of the year. Dan's also going to graduate. Dan's GPA is a 3.1. He's going to graduate with a communications major and a business communications minor. And Dan has got it going on. Dan already has a job offer. Dan had an internship last summer. He's got a job offer on the table if he wants it. In the meantime, he's getting sued by other companies that are vying to interview him. And so Dan, I'm not worried about Dan, and it's really nice to know that he's going to have a job here in the next few months. Dan, thanks for everything. The next senior is Dwayne Freeman. We're hoping Dwayne's parents are en route, they're traveling. We're hoping they're going to walk in the door in a minute. His dad, Dwayne, and his mother, Sandra. Dwayne's been with us 3 years. His first year he transferred in, didn't play a whole lot. Worked real hard, and last 2 years he's been a starter for us. And he's been a very good player. He's gotten better every day. Some of the things that I really admire about Dwayne is he brings it every day. He shows up ready to practice, ready to lift weights, and ready to play. And he's just been a really solid player for us, and he's playing his best basketball right now. Dwayne's also, all these 3 guys are going to graduate with over a 3.0. Dwayne has a 3.0 GPA. He's a business econ major. And he's going to graduate this May, and doesn't quite have a job offer yet, but he does have several companies. He's got an interview coming up to be a tax accountant in Clifton Park, and we're confident he's going to get that job. And Dwayne, I really appreciate everything you do. All right? Thank you.
Back inside Alumni Arena for the second game of our doubleheader. I'm Evan Wolf. This is Chris Thompson.
Hey, how you doing? One game down, one to go.
It's quite an exciting first game, wasn't it? You know, a little bit of a tough first game in the first half. Then Oneonta turned around in the second half, and now we get to see the men do battle.
I definitely expect this game to be a lot closer. The men's Plattsburgh team is a very good offensive team. I expect this game to be very close.
Yeah, just looking at the leading scorers for Oneonta, you got Kevin Mackin, a sophomore, averaging 13.4 points a game. And then you got Dwayne Freeman, the senior, averaging 10.5 points a game. And then you look at the leading scorer for Plattsburgh, and it's impressive. It's impressive. Bryant at 18.3 a game. And Eli Bryant averaging, Bryant averaging 18.3 a game. Jonathan Petrone averaging 20 a game. It should be a high-scoring, high-energy contest.
It should be. I'm very, very excited. I think both teams are going to put their all into it. You know, it's coming out late in the season. They both have very good records. Most likely will make the playoffs. But I see Plattsburgh taking this one in the end.
Both teams coming in off of a high. Oneonta beating Potsdam 77-67. Plattsburgh absolutely annihilating New Falls 100-71. Both teams coming to make a statement today. Oneonta coming in with a record of 11-6. Plattsburgh coming in with a record of 13-4. Plattsburgh 11-1 in the conference.
That is insane. That is huge.
Oneonta holding on to that 4 spot just ahead of Geneseo, looking to secure home court advantage, home court for at least the first game of the playoffs.
Yeah, with a 7-4 record, Oneonta isn't exactly in the playoffs yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if they made it in. This is a very good Oneonta basketball team.
So, just like the women's, any predictions?
I think this game is a lot closer. I think it's determined by, I'd say 7 points. 7 points, including, you know, and we get free throws, and once the game is already done. I think Bryant's going to have a day. Eli Bryant's definitely going to have a day for Plattsburgh. But I feel like Oneonta's going to give them all they got, and they're going to show Plattsburgh that, hey, they don't run the show. What this game is going to come down to is who can make the big shots the most. Who can not force the ball so much from three-point land. Who can take advantage of those inside things. We saw it with the women's game. Plattsburgh was in the game because they were able to make their free throws. They were able to force fouls inside. It's going to come down to who can make those big shots, who can step up when the moment is right. But now we're going to turn it over to the PA announcer for starting lineups and the national anthem.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. SUNY Oneonta Athletics welcomes you to Dewar Arena for today's NCAA Division III and SUNYAC men's basketball game between your Red Dragons and the Plattsburgh Cardinals. The NCAA, SUNYAC, and Oneonta promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from this site of competition. All artificial noisemakers are prohibited. At this time, we ask that you all please rise and gentlemen remove your caps as we honor America and those who support our freedom both at home and abroad with our national anthem. Today sung by SUNY Oneonta senior Monica Kelly.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets wrestled, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now let's meet today's starters. For Plattsburgh, a junior from Queens, number 0, Ian Howard. For Oneonta, a junior from Hempstead, number 2, Matthew Boyd. For Plattsburgh, a junior from New York, number 2, Chris Middleton. For Oneonta, sophomore from Bayonne, number 4, Kevin Mackin. For Plattsburgh, a sophomore from West Brookford, New Jersey, number 4, Nick DeAngelis. For Oneonta, a senior from Schenectady, number 11, Dwayne Freeman. And for Plattsburgh, a junior from Huntington, number 5, Jonathan Patron. For Oneonta, a sophomore from Buchanan, number 22, Carson Jacobs. And for Plattsburgh, a senior from Putnam Valley, number 10, Zach Coleman. And for Oneonta, sophomore from Clifton Park, number 24, Ian Schultz. The head coach of Plattsburgh in his 15th season is Tom Curl. His assistants are Chris Manning, John Canellis, and Howard Lowe. The head coach of Oneonta's second season is Cameron Conover. He's assisted by Dan Lee, James Holmes, Kevin Goodler, and Rob Pacentilla. Good luck to both teams.
It's Saturday afternoon. It's game 2. I'm excited. This should be an exciting contest between two high-flying offenses.
I'm excited to watch some very, very aggressive basketball today.
Be Plattsburgh, the Cardinals in the white, Oneonta, the Red Dragons in the red. It'll be number 22, Tim Smith, and number 2, Matthew Boyd taking the tip here. Oneonta wins the tip, and we are underway here at Alumni Arena.
Let's see how aggressive they are starting out.
It's Matthew Boyd looking for options early, finds one in Kevin Mackin, one of our impact players, and he takes a deep 3.
That's very deep. That's a very bold shot to take right there.
Plattsburgh gets the early rebound. And now we get to see how Oneonta sets up on defense. A little bit different than the women's. They just go straight up man-to-man.
Classic.
And Plattsburgh gets it on the second chance.
That was a very, very nice putback.
It's Ian Howard.
By Ian Howard.
Ian Howard with the first bucket of the game. The ball finds its way to Kevin Mackin again, looking inside for Carson Jacobs. He kicks it out to Ian Schultz. Matthew Boyd being dared to shoot. 13 on the shot clock. Boyd with 10. Crossing, kicking. Kevin Mackin for 3. And he gets it to go. Kevin Mackin with the first bucket of the game for Oneonta.
That was a very, very nice 3. Very great way to open the game.
Plattsburgh looking for an answer. Here's number 5, Jonathan Patron. He gets it to go for 3.
Let's see if Oneonta goes back with a 3.
Matthew Boyd pushing the pressure. Finds his way to Carson Jacobs eventually. And now Boyd will reset in the corner. Good screen. Gets tied up, and this will be a travel. Looks a little bit hurt there. Good defense by Plattsburgh. So already 2 minutes into this first half, we see how high tempo and how offensive these teams like to be. Here's Patron inside, Carson Jacobs defending. Now there's a double. Ball finds its way to Nick DeAngelis for three. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Ian Schultz.
Boyd appeared to hurt his ankle in the last possession, but not his ankle, his knee. And he seems to be walking fine on it now.
Almost stolen away by Fredonia. Finds his way to Ian Schultz. He'll pop it for three. He misses it. Ball's finding it loose, but a foul is called. And that'll go against Ian Schultz.
Oneonta fouls number 24, Ian Schultz. His first, team first.
Already a trend we see. The Oneonta men's basketball team loves to shoot the three. Any opportunity they have, they will take it. Now here's Chris Middleton on the ball. DeAngelis driving in the lane, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound and gets his own putback.
That was a very, very nice play right there.
With the putback.
Let's see if Oneonta goes back to the three ball.
Here's Mackin, he had to pick up his dribble, but finds his way to Dwayne Freeman. Schultz calling for it inside, instead it finds his way to Boyd. Schultz setting up a screen. Boyd driving in the lane, nice reverse layup.
Very, very nice. That was
Plattsburgh finding a wide open look for three. Oneonta coach is furious.
the threes are flying.
Here's Boyd.
Game.
Ooh. It was nearly a trouble, but it ends up with a turnover anyway. Here's Patron driving in the lane, and he can't finish it.
That hurts.
What seemed like an easy transition bucket ends up being a missed opportunity for Plattsburgh. Foul on the floor. It'll be an inbounds opportunity for Oneonta. My goodness, what a tempo to start the game.
Yeah, this game started off running. Actually, not even running, sprinting.
Number 3, Darren Brown, a freshman out of Vermont, will check his way into the game. Now Ian Schultz at the top of the key will probably hand off to Boyd here, and he does. And now Boyd with 15 will call a play out.
Both teams are looking to establish their high-tempo offense early.
Now Boyd with 10. Boyd with 7 in the lane and can't finish. Outlet pass here. It goes off the backboard, and Patron will find it and reset. Now Zach Coleman will take over here and hand it off to Ian Howard, one of our impact players, and it's stolen away. And here comes the substitute, Darren Brown, in the lane, and he finishes. Excellent transition bucket.
That was a very nice layup with a lot of contact, Evan.
Darren Brown making his impact felt early on. Here's Middleton.
Let's see if Oneonta can get a stop on this play.
A lot of contact, no call. Refs letting them play, and it finds its way to Dwayne Freeman.
In a high-tempo game like this, I feel like you gotta let him play, Evan.
Here's Boyd with 20, calling out a play. Tight defense here from DeAngelis. Schultz up top near the three-point line. Briefly doubled, then he just drives, spins, fades away. Rebound and put back. Another bucket here for Darren Brown. That's 4 already for the sub.
Coming off the bench, Brown is making a huge impact under the basket.
Ball finds its way to Zach Coleman. Looking for options, finds one in Patron. He'll pop for 3. And he gets it to go.
3-point field goal.
Talking about how Oneonta loves the three ball. Plattsburgh is in love with the three ball. Much like their women's team.
5 minutes gone here in the first half. Plattsburgh with a 13-9 lead. Boyd looking for options. He finds one in Schultz. Mackin trying to go around that screen. A deep 3, and it goes through. Kevin Mackin with his response to Patron's 3. Shot that from the parking lot.
How many threes do we have in this game already?
A lot. Middleton gives it off to Coleman. DeAngelis can't find it, and now Boyd looks to push the pressure. 3 trailing him. It's Dwayne Freeman for 3. He can't get it to go.
That was a great read by Boyd right there.
Patron
Looks like they're trying to look for the 3 ball again.
Strom posting up. Now he gets doubled by Boyd. Thought about the 3, pops it out. DeAngelis for 3.
3-point field goal. DeAngelis.
I'm confused. Is this Plattsburgh or the Warriors?
My goodness. 3s are flying this game. And here's Mackin.
I guess the only way to respond with the 3 is with another 3.
Schultz calling for a screen. Nice screen. Mackin with a 3 of his own. Can't get it to go. But Freeman gets the rebound. Doubled in the corner. Finds Schultz. Now here's Brown. Can't get it to go. And Plattsburgh rebounds. And now they look to come in transition. Pushing the pressure. Pushing the tempo. Here's Middleton. Gives it off inside. And it's a turnover.
Big play for Oneonta here. Down 4 early in the first quarter.
Schultz wide open at the top. And gets it to, oh, it's in and out.
That stings. That really stings.
Patron thought about driving, decides to take his time.
Open 3 at
3.
Look at the defense game that 3 right there.
Almost daring him to shoot the 3. And he takes that challenge without any hesitation. Oneonta down 7 early. Boyd looking for answers. Nice spin in the lane. Schultz inside, and 1!
That's a very nice pass. Boyd has some very flashy passes early in this game. That's the reason why he's there. He's their starting point guard.
Schultz showing strength inside, fighting through the contact to complete the basket. Now looking to complete the and 1. A mass substitution here for Oneonta.
Ian Schultz will have 1 shot.
Yeah,
as well.
in a high-tempo game like this, you got to keep players rotating so they don't get tired, Evan.
Schultz 69% from the line, but can't complete the and 1. Now Middleton looking for options, finds one in DeAngelis, who gives it out to Eli Bryant. Eric Mack gives it off to DeAngelis. Now with 15 on the shot clock. DeAngelis, excellent pick and roll there. Finds his way out to Eli Bryant. Now with 10. Spinning in the lane, that's a travel. You heard every single player on the court there call for that travel.
That is big.
Looking at Ian Schultz under the basket here. Excellent pass.
Great read, boom, right there. Right to the layup and the and 1. That was a great play by Oneonta's offense right there.
Here's Joseph Bull bringing it up the court. And it finds its way to Matthew Boyd. With 12:10 to go here in the first half. Good low screen set. Boyd posting up. Gives a little floater in the lane, and then again, in and out. Now here comes Eli Bryant. Gives it off to Middleton. And it'll be Brandon Johnson for 3. Rebound Oneonta. Rodriguez. And it'll find its way back to Matthew Boyd. Here's Rodriguez. Good Euro step in the lane. But he can't get it to go, and now Plattsburgh looks to come in transition. Wide open look. What a block!
Oh my gosh!
And a foul on the floor, but my goodness, what a block. A chase down recovery
By Jacob Rodriguez.
Oh my
Everyone's
goodness.
fired up after that block.
Oh, let's look at that again.
Can we please? Ready?
Boom! Oh, someone call LeBron. Oh my goodness, what a block. Oh, and a nice play underneath by Plattsburgh as they get the easy bucket in the inbounds.
Middleton.
Now Mackin on the ball. Rodriguez. There's Joseph Ball on the post, looking for options.
Let's see how Oneonta responds.
Mackin sprinting. Here's Joseph Bull, pump fakes. Oh, what a move. Can't finish it though. Rebound inside. And again, he gets his rebound. It's blocked by Plattsburgh. Oh my goodness. The tempo of this game is just exhausting.
It's fantastic. I'm getting pretty tired over here. Someone sub me out.
So it'll be Oneonta to the inbounds underneath the basket. 27 on the shot clock. Sean Nolan thought about the shot, drove the lane, and took the easy two.
For two.
Ball finds its way to Eli Bryant. Gives it up. And now inside to Eric Mack. Tough move inside, can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound, and one.
I was just going to say, great post defense, but then the end one was a result of the rebound.
Plattsburgh basket was good by Eric Mack. Oneonta fouls number 15.
Mack will go to the line here to try to complete his and one.
First, team third.
As close as this game looks, it's not really close. It's a 5-point game. Plattsburgh's really taking control.
Eric Mack, 80% from the line. Quick look at his basket. Just a tough move, missed it, and got his own rebound.
That was a second chance ever play right there.
And here comes Oneonta. Looking for a response, down 7. Finds his way inside to Carson Jacobs. Tough post move inside. Good move, can't finish it though. Rebound Oneonta, and it's finished off. Joseph Bull, the freshman.
Two players just trample each other in the backcourt. Let's see if that results in a draw. Set on defense, which he did.
An excellent move inside by Eli Bryant. Mackin gives it off to Nolan. Nolan looking for an option. Great pass inside and an excellent catch for Bull. And now it's Carson Jacobs for 3. Can't get it to go.
Oneonta needs to start hitting these threes. They're gonna fall behind by a lot more.
Currently down 7, could be down 10. They will be down 10. Eli Bryant is cooking, and it'll be thought it was be a timeout for Oneonta.
It should be a timeout for Oneonta.
They might be discussing whether it was a 3 or 2. And it will be a 2 as
that was a 2-point field goal.
Just cooking.
2-point field goal for Bryant.
So we thought it was a 3, but it was a 2. So a 9-point lead now for Plattsburgh. But either way, Oneonta needs to start looking for answers.
They either got to drive to the hole or start hitting these threes. They need to mount some kind of offense here.
Nolan looking for a pass. Finds one in Carson Jacobs. Gives it off to Rodriguez. Now 10 on the shot clock. Rodriguez driving in the lane. A lot of contact, no call. It was a block.
Great block right there.
Eli Bryant hands it off. Thought about shooting. Plattsburgh, excellent ball movement. And a great catch on the sideline by the ref.
I wonder why he didn't shoot it. You gotta throw that one right back in there.
Looked like he was about to pop it in rhythm, but it's a turnover for Plattsburgh. 8:33 to go here in the first half. Mackin looking for an option, finds one in Rodriguez. Now 15 on the shot clock. Rodriguez created a little space, gave it off to Jacobs. Here's Mackin. Mackin pops for 3. Off back iron, long rebound. Finds its way to Plattsburgh. Tough move inside and finds its way. Top of the key, jumper misses. That was Eric Mack.
Oneonta needs to convert here so they don't go down double digits.
Oh, excellent pass inside for Carson Jacobs. Gets blocked though. Kicks it back out for Dunn, and they'll reset with 8 on the shot clock. Looked like the shot clock needed to be reset.
A little too flashy there by Rodriguez.
And timeout Oneonta.
Timeout Oneonta.
So Oneonta's not really doing anything wrong. It's just Plattsburgh's just doing everything right.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you, what do you think Oneonta's doing wrong here? Because frankly, I have no idea.
Just got to stop turning it over so much, really.
Yeah, that's what comes down. That's what it's coming down to. I mean, Plattsburgh is just taking advantage of every opportunity and making every opportunity count.
So there's some quick leaders already. Jonathan Patron already has 9 points in the first half. DeAngelis with 8, Eli Bryant with 4. Kevin Mackin has 6, Darren Brown has 4 off the bench. He's doing well.
If you're Oneonta, what do you do to stop the 3-ball? Because the 3-ball is killing them right now.
I mean, at a certain point, you're going to have to risk, shutting down the 3 ball. But on the other hand, if you're Oneonta, you want to stick to what you're doing because they're really not doing anything wrong. It's just Plattsburgh's just hitting everything.
They are. I feel like they need to contest their shots a little more. Get in their face. Don't be afraid to foul. Like, I know it's early in the game, but if you're going to stop a shot, send them to the line. Make them earn those points.
7:49 to go here in the first half. Not that many fouls. Oneonta with 3 team fouls. Plattsburgh with 2. And again, it's like we said in the Plattsburgh game. Anything can happen. In the women's Plattsburgh Oneonta game, anything can happen. It's a 9-point game.
Yeah, the last game was really close at halftime, and then blew wide open in the second half.
Eli Bryant taking it up the court. Done defending. Johnson gives it off to Bryant, and now they're playing catch. Johnson thought about the shot. He will shoot it now. Finds front iron, and it will be, I believe, Oneonta basketball, and it is.
Plattsburgh just keeps looking for this 3, and I don't blame him. He can knock him down.
Here's Dunn bringing it up the court. Rodriguez coming off that low ball screen. Mackin. Ball dribbles off his foot. Turned out to be a great pass. Finds Dunn. And now Carson Jacobs with 10. Jacobs with 8. Mackin with 5. Mackin with 3. Needs to get a shot up. Rodriguez gets it off.
Oh,
a little bit of a struggle on the rebound, and it finds its way to Oneonta. Jacobs doubled underneath. And just before Eli Bryant can strip it away, it'll be a jump. It'll be a jump ball, Plattsburgh possession. So it ends up being a turnover anyway for Oneonta. Kind of a crazy sequence of events there. The ball finding its way away from Plattsburgh on that rebound, but it ends up coming back to him anyway.
Yeah.
That'll be Zach Coleman handing it off to Eli Bryant. Back to Bryant and Coleman. Inside to Jankwish. Loses the dribble briefly. And now it'll be Johnson for 3, and he hits it. Again, another 3-pointer.
He keeps looking for the 3, and he keeps knocking him down.
The lead now extended to 12, and that's another turnover.
Oneonta does not need that right now.
Take a look at that last Plattsburgh 3, Chris.
I mean, they're just doing what they've been doing all game. Just finding opportunities to just put up the 3 ball, and it keeps working.
Yeah, like we discussed during the timeout, they were pressuring that 3-pointer. It's just Johnson just found his stroke.
He's been finding his stroke all game, and he keeps looking for the shot. And he's going to keep looking at it until Oneonta stops him.
Oh, excellent move inside by Eric Mack.
2 points. Mack.
And Oneonta just need to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, this lead's starting to get ugly, 32-18.
Excellent pass inside for Schultz. Thinking about backing out, and it will come out to Dunn. Dunn with a little bit of a mismatch. Schultz. And now here's Dunn. Good pass inside for Jacobs.
Good
he
pass,
can't get it to
great
go.
defense by Plattsburgh.
And Schultz gets it back. He can't get it, gets his miss. No foul. Jacobs gets the rebound. A lot. So many bodies on the floor. Now Plattsburgh will come back in transition.
Eric Mack would not allow Oneonta to get a basket there.
Bit of sloppy play from both teams as now Eli Bryant will get the ball back. Inside for Mack, and he finishes.
I feel like Oneonta needs to call a timeout here. Slow it down. We're starting to lose it out on this game.
Here's Schultz. Oneonta just looking for any answers right now. Foul called on Plattsburgh. On that last possession, the Oneonta coach absolutely livid, just chasing the referee down the court. Just trying to look for anything to spark his team into action. It will be Oneonta to inbounds underneath the basket with 20 to go on the shot clock.
I feel like they need to score here, down 16 this early.
It'll be Schultz to take the inbounds. And he hands it off for Boyd. With 15 now, he'll set up the offense. Plattsburgh going to almost a trap, it seems. Here's Boyd. Pump fakes, kicks out to Jacobs. Oneonta with 3, Mackin. Dwayne Freeman for 3. Finds nothing but backboard.
That's rough. Oneonta needs to hustle back on defense. A wide open 3.
Open, Eli Bryant, that's just in rhythm. And the lead is now 19 for Plattsburgh.
It is not looking good for the Oneonta Red Dragons right now.
Plattsburgh high-flying offense being put on full display right now, and Oneonta has nothing to answer for it. Mackin trying to get something going, and he's finding iron. Everyone on Oneonta seems cold right now. Again, Eli Bryant for 3. It's almost the same play. Timeout Oneonta.
Wow. This game is busted wide open.
And in the blink of an eye, the lead stretches from 9 from the last timeout to 22 for Plattsburgh.
They need, I mean, looking at this replay, Eli Bryant just looks unstoppable this game. They need to double him. They need to make sure that he cannot shoot the ball past the perimeter. That is killing them right now. Eli Bryant and Ian Howard are dominating and killing Oneonta right now.
And now Bryant with 10 points in the first half. Oneonta just has no answer to anyone.
If you're Oneonta, do you stick with man or do you start going to a zone defense?
I don't even know at this point. You're down 22. You try anything, honestly. They need to start making their shots, first of all. You can't play defense if you have no offense.
That is true. That is true. Defense wins championships, but offense wins games.
And down 22, any sort of offense would be welcome for these Red Dragons.
They'll take anything they can get at this point. But this game is far from over with 4:02 left in the second quarter. Anything could happen.
It'll be Oneonta to inbounds here with 4 minutes to go in the first half. Boyd looking for options here. Schultz. Now Boyd with 15. Boyd and Bryant on the island right now. Schultz calling for it, he gets it. And now Boyd with 7. Pump fakes, drives, in the lane. Offensive foul. Nothing going Oneonta's way right now.
That hurts, that really hurts, down 22.
Oneonta fouls number 2, Matthew Boyd. His first, team 4.
Boyd trying to apply some pressure there. Just doing anything to spark his team.
I think you start pressing them. You press and then transition to a zone as you drive down court. That's what I would do if I was Oneonta's head coach.
Johnson. Johnson step back. Can't get it to go. Rebound Schultz. Now Oneonta looking to come in transition. This could be the spark to get them going. Here's Dwayne Freeman in the lane. He gets it to go, and that's the first basket in a long time. That was at Oneonta.
That was a great play by Oneonta's offense. A little spark that'll hopefully spark a flame for the Oneonta Red Dragons.
Tight defense here from Dwayne Freeman. Ball finds its way to Johnson. Inside for DeAngelis. Schultz, good defense, but he can't block it, and it will be a nice punch there for DeAngelis. And the lead back to 22. 2:45 to go here in the first half. Handoff here from Mackin, finds its way to Boyd. Offensive foul.
These offensive fouls are killing them. This is the 3rd one in the first half.
Oneonta fouls number 11, Dwayne Freeman.
And that's Oneonta's 5th.
His first, team 5th.
They need to take it easy on offense.
And here's Eli Bryant, the floor general, looking for his options. Finds one in Johnson. Those two have had a lovely connection all game. Johnson kicks it out. Here's Isaiah Hill for 3. And a foul on Schultz again. That's his second in nearly a minute.
He needs to take it easy. He doesn't get ejected early in this game.
His second, team 6th.
One more and the coach might consider pulling him.
Be Plattsburgh to inbounds here under the basket. Fresh shot clock. Now Eli Bryant driving in the lane. Can't get it to go. Now Boyd looking to spark anything here at the end of the first half. Good pass inside to Ian Schultz, looking for something. Can't get the floater to go. And here come Plattsburgh. Almost intercepted by Boyd, just trying to do anything to get his team going. Plattsburgh with 23 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Here's Bryant. Step back. That's too easy. My goodness. Eli Bryant just taking over the game.
They just...
Here's Boyd. He finds his way to Dwayne Freeman. Boyd inside for Freeman. Nice play.
Dwayne Freeman from Boyd.
But now here comes Plattsburgh in transition.
Oneonta needs to run back on defense.
Ball finds its way to DeAngelis. Now Eli Bryant. Ian Howard looking for options inside, finds one. Isaiah Hill, he can't get it to go, and Dwayne Freeman collects. 1 minute to go here in the first half.
Oneonta needs to go on some kind of run right now before halftime, or this game might end up being a blowout.
Schultz hustle play, but it's not going to work out. And here's Eli Bryant, wide open, no contest.
That is exactly what you don't need right now if you're the Oneonta Red Dragons.
The Oneonta head coach, Cameron Conover, just looking bewildered, just looking for any answer. This onslaught by Potsdam, 46 first half points. Here's Boyd. Finds his way to Freeman. Good pass across to Schultz, bit of a collision, and it'll be a foul.
He looked like he was trying to moss him there. Looked like he was trying to catch a pass in the end zone.
Taking a look here at Eli Bryant, just an
easy layup.
Easy.
Nothing Oneonta can do, it seems.
Team fourth.
Now 20 seconds on the shot clock, game clock and shot clock separated by 2 seconds. So Oneonta might hold for the last shot. Boyd with 12 to work with. Boyd with the screen to work with, decides to use it, decides to work. Dwayne Freeman. And a traveling violation called against Dwayne Freeman. And Plattsburgh with 6 to work with, they can still do something.
Oneonta needs some kind of stop here before halftime, something to go their way before they head into that locker room.
Now Plattsburgh with 6 to go. Finds a course in the hands of Eli Bryant. Bryant with 2, Bryant with 1. Can't get it to go. And at the end of the first half, what started off as a close game and a fun, entertaining contest and a shootout has turned into Plattsburgh just showing Oneonta how to score offensively. Plattsburgh 46, Oneonta 22. Chris, they just got to find some answers.
You know, I think Oneonta got tired in the second quarter. The first quarter was so high-paced and was very, very fast, the tempo. And they just seemed tired and sluggish, and it shows on the scoreboard, 46-22. Plattsburgh had their number, and Ian Howard and Eli Bryant especially, the 3 balls have been killing them all game, and they cannot stop it. They have no answers for them right now.
All right, that's going to do it here for the first half. We're going to send it over to the guys in the studio.
At Oneonta Red Dragon Sports, and follow us on Instagram at Red Dragon Sports.
All right, welcome back to the halftime report. Watching Oneonta hosting Plattsburgh right now. Plattsburgh looks like they can't miss right now from the field, honestly.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot for Oneonta to come back, but definitely a possibility. Long game, still got 20 minutes. See what we can do to try to turn this one around.
Absolutely. Plattsburgh definitely put it on display why they're the #1 team in the conference so far. So we have Geneseo and Cortland at halftime also tied up at 29 apiece. Brendan Fitzpatrick leading the way with Cortland with 6 points and 2 assists. And for Geneseo, Kevin Crockett has 8 points and 2 rebounds. And we're going to take a look at Brockport and Oswego also. Right now, the Lakers are currently leading by 7 at Brockport. Brendan Gartland with 12 points and 3 rebounds. He's been 3 for 3 behind the arc. We're going to take a look at a highlight here of him getting open up around the middle of the three-point arc. He gets the ball back here. And he hasn't missed from behind the arc yet. It's a clean look for him. He's been hot, so look for a big second half out of him coming up.
Contested three-pointer, too.
Yeah.
That's a tough shot. 3 for 3 from the field to see how many points he can put up at the end of the game. Definitely will be interesting.
Yep. Take a look at some other games.
Buffalo State is hosting Fredonia. Buffalo State with a 6-point lead at the half. Malik Turner's leading them right now with 11 points. Game's very close. Definitely going to be a good finish. We have a highlight, I believe, from that game as well.
Yep.
Nice drive to the hole, just went strong.
And just collapsed into that zone. No answer for that. Too quick.
Someone could step in, try to take the charge, but no one wanted that. He was coming in hard.
Too quick.
Potsdam and New Paltz is the last game on the schedule. Potsdam's leading that game by 4 right now. Dante Langley has 9 points for Potsdam, seeing if they could get a road win at New Paltz.
Yeah. And I'm sure we have that nice highlight, too, of an inbound pass. Check that out here. Fakes him out a little bit, just easy layup.
That's a nice play. That's just awareness. That's a smart play. Get to the hole.
Absolutely.
Definitely tricked the defense for sure on that one.
Yep, and it looks to be a difference right now. If they're down 4, it could be worse. So that's all we have for right now with the halftime report. Hopefully a strong second half for our Red Dragons, cut the lead down, and possibly get a nice win at home against, right now, the number 1 seed in the conference. So we'll get back to you with the periodically live updates and then with the post-game show.
so funny.
So funny.
Why would you do something like that? Porzingis, first to 100 blocks. Really? Good for him. We are the champions. God loves SUNY Chronicles.
So, I mean, that's just this bad.
There's so many things we can point out. Transition defense, perimeter defense, and turnovers.
We are the champions
of the world. This is a rough senior day.
Well, put it this way. Either we're going to be commentating a blowout for the rest of the game, or we're going to commentate one of the best comebacks ever.
Okay.
So I got to look at it.
Yeah.
So I'll make a mental note of this. Yeah, count us down to 10.
My phone away. Cheers.
Well, welcome back to the second half from Alumni Hall, Oneonta, and Plattsburgh. Plattsburgh kind of blowing them out.
Kind of. 46-22. It's kind of a blowout.
Just looking at some of the stats from the first half, Plattsburgh just putting on an absolute clinic in sharpshooting, shooting 52% from the field, 73% from three-point land.
73%. That is insane. Oneonta need to step up with their perimeter defense. Their perimeter defense, their transition defense. Every time I feel like Oneonta scores, Plattsburgh is already to the basket on the other side. They need to hustle to the other side. And then turnovers. Turnovers is killing Oneonta right now. I mean, there's so much work that needs to be done to make this comeback. You said best. This is either going to be a blowout or one of the greatest comebacks we'll ever see.
Just a couple big points here. Oneonta shooting 27% from the field, 16% from three-point land. When they, quite frankly, they enjoy living off the three-pointer.
They do.
And another big point here, the bench points is insane. Plattsburgh, 23 points off the bench compared to Oneonta's 8. Your bench provides you that spark, and without that spark, Oneonta had nothing to feed off of.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, Oneonta's bench needs to step up. The whole entire team needs to get in this game, or this game is just going to be total domination by Plattsburgh.
So a couple of my personal favorites from the first half. It started with Jacob Rodriguez and that chase down block that he had.
The LeBron-esque dunk.
We thought that would give maybe Oneonta some type of spark, and then right away off that inbounds, they just nice little toss up right in the lane, and it was a simple basket. And then Ian Howard. No.
Yeah.
Eli Bryant, yes, sorry, wow. Excuse me. Eli Bryant, he just took over towards the end of that first half.
He did. Everything he was putting up seemingly went in the basket. Everything was from behind the three. I don't know what you do if you're Oneonta. You switch to a zone, you double cover him. You have to do something to stop him, or he's just going to keep firing away.
Those back-to-back threes in transition in the corner just absolutely killed Oneonta. When maybe it looked
That was
like
big.
they might have been building something, and then bang, 2 quick three-pointers in a row.
Yeah, Oneonta needs to just step up on defense entirely, especially from behind the three.
Quite frankly, on senior night, they need to show just a little bit more desire and just a little bit more on those second chance opportunities. And there's always an opportunity to come back in this game. It's college basketball. Crazier things have happened. But down 24, they need to show something else than what they showed in the first half.
Definitely.
So 46-22 the score here, and Oneonta will be inbounding to start the second half.
If you're Cameron Conover, how do you keep your players motivated right now, down 24?
Just tell them to keep fighting for the seniors. That's all you can keep reiterating is keep fighting for the seniors. They're fighting for a playoff position too. If we looked at the stats earlier, Oswego was only a game back, and every single playoff position matters, especially when it comes to home court. You want that home crowd.
Home court is huge in the playoffs.
And again, an early turnover. Ian Schultz then just slamming the door in his frustration. Oneonta needs a couple quick baskets to start out the second half just to get their momentum going.
They need a quick stop here. A turnover would be great.
Otherwise, it's going to be a very long game. Plattsburgh for 3. Off front iron, rebound eventually finds its way to Matthew Boyd, and he'll come in transition, trying to push the tempo. Here's Mackin in the lane. Looked like he had a better option with Schultz.
Try to get too flashy there. You can't go flashy when you're down this late.
Referee's discussing whether or not it's Plattsburgh or Oneonta ball, and it'll stay with Oneonta. Oneonta will inbounds under the basket. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Plattsburgh coach not happy with the call that it stays with Oneonta. But Oneonta turns it over anyway. And now Plattsburgh comes in transition. Oh, excellent move inside the paint. Comes to
Great defense there. Great defense. If you're Oneonta, you cannot let them score. You need to build the run, like you said earlier. A couple quick baskets just to stay relevant in this game.
Just do anything to threaten Plattsburgh at this point. Because down 24, they're pretty comfortable. Oh, excellent move with Mackin, and he finishes.
That's big. That's big. Let's see what they can do on the defensive side of the ball. See, this is what I'm talking about. That transition defense. You cannot let that happen. You have to get back on defense after scores. They are going to sprint from one side of the court to the other. You have to get back on defense as soon as they score.
Chris Middleton with the slam dunk in transition. And now Oneonta continue their uphill battle. Boyd looking for any option. Looks like him and Schultz are going to play a little bit of catch. Nope, Schultz spinning in the lane, fading away through the contact. Carson Jacobs looks like he was going to get the rebound, and then it finds its way to Patron. Here's Schultz. He gets the steal.
That's big.
Knocked away by Plattsburgh, but it
Plattsburgh
looks
ball?
like they're calling Plattsburgh ball. Looking at that transition dunk, Chris. Again, just sloppy defense.
Yeah, look, they score, and they do not get back on the other side, and allows Plattsburgh to dunk on their home court.
So like we thought, it was Oneonta basketball. They'll have 25 on the shot clock. It'll be Freeman to inbounds here. And the pass finds its way to Boyd. Just simple baskets is what's going to get Oneonta back in this game.
They just need to put the ball in the hoop. Nothing flashy, just simple basketball. Just a shot like that,
and
just like that.
Simple. Carson Jacobs.
Put the ball in the basket and get back on defense. I cannot preach that. Get back on defense, get back on defense, get back on defense.
So like you were talking about in that halftime break, it looks like Oneonta's starting to put a little bit more pressure on the ball, but they just keep hitting their shots. Patron continuing the trend. Both of them getting teched up for talking. Schultz got to be careful.
I thought that was friendly jammer right there. I didn't think anything of it. I thought they were fooling around. I guess they weren't.
Double technical fouls.
So double tech assessed for Ian Howard and Ian Schultz.
Number 24, Ian Schultz for Oneonta.
Looks like the ref didn't approve of the friendly bantering between the two players.
They never do.
But in any case, it's Oneonta to inbounds here. It's Mackin. Might use the screen from Schultz. Nice roll from Schultz. Kicks it out to Boyd. A long three. He gets it to go. And that's what you need to get back in the game.
Now they need to pressure the ball and get back on defense. No open looks here. They have to make Plattsburgh work for every basket for the rest of this game.
Ball finds its way to Zach Coleman. DeAngelis for three. And a rare miss from deep for DeAngelis, who gets the ball back, drives in the lane, kicks it out for Patron for three. Out of bounds, Oneonta basketball. Finally, a defensive stop for the Red Dragons.
Let's see now if they could do something on offense.
Looking at his last three for Oneonta.
I mean, this is the exact play that they need. They need a three-point. They need something, a spark, to get back into this game.
Just looking at the coach, not happy with the double technical.
I wouldn't be.
Dwayne Freeman jump shot.
In a game like this?
And now here comes Plattsburgh. Kevin Mack driving the lane. Foul, hard contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta make it work for every single basket. No easy looks. At this point, you have to foul if you can't stop him.
The Plattsburgh coach, Tom Curley, still talking with the officials about why that double technical was assessed.
Up this much, you don't want to. You do not want a double technical. Or
For me personally, it looked like they were just talking going down the court. Nothing too, aggressive. Nothing too mean, to put it nicely. It's just like they were just talking going down the court, and the refs just decided to step in.
That's what I thought too. But they're closer than we are to the action.
Here's Mackin handing it off to Boyd with 18 on the shot clock. Boyd for three. Short miss, but he gets his own rebound. Those are the hustle plays they need.
That's big.
Fresh shot clock here for the Red Dragons.
They just need to reset and put the ball in the basket.
Oh, that looked like a clean block, but it's going to be a foul on Plattsburgh. And now the Red Dragons will come to the line for 2 free throws.
Plattsburgh fouls number 4, Nick DeAngelis.
Tom Curley's livid about that call.
Team second. At the line with 2 shots, Dwayne Freeman.
These are big free throws right here.
And now Eli Bryant will check his way back into the game. Freeman not happy about that miss. And makes his second. The gap now 22.
Oneonta's transition defense has gotten a lot better.
Patron driving. Oh my goodness gracious, Mack with the follow-up.
Yeah, that's a killer right there.
Freeman in the lane. He gets to go.
Look at that. You don't even have time to talk about the dunk. Oneonta scored on the other end. This is the high-tempo game that Oneonta needs right now. Now they just need a defensive stop, just like that.
Tempo picking up again. That might be what Oneonta wants. Just get Plattsburgh to do quick looks. It favors them in a game where they have to come back. Carson Jacobs for three. Almost got the friendly bounce, but it's rebounded by Plattsburgh. Eli Bryant, excellent move in the lane, fading away. A lot of contact, no call. Patron fading away, and he gets it to go.
Patron for 2.
The gap back to 24. 5 minutes gone here in the second half. Good pass inside to Mackin. He decides to take it back out. Here's Boyd driving, laying it off the glass. Rebound Jacobs, and he gets the putback.
That's big. Oneonta's not done yet. Deficit going down to 22.
30-second timeout for Oneonta. The spark's there. They're playing much better than they are in the first half, but we're going to let the guys in the studio talk about that more. Guys?
All right, quick update around the league. Geneseo at home leading the way against Cortland 53-37. Take a look at some highlights. It's Cortland over here taking a wide open 3, nailing it down, but still trailing by 16 at the time. Take another look at a Geneseo 3 here.
A deep 3, way past NBA range. Geneseo looking like they're pulling away on this one. See if Cortland can work their way back into this game.
Let's send it back to the game.
You ready? And welcome back here. 14:49 here to go in the second half. Plattsburgh leading Oneonta 56-34. It'll be Plattsburgh to inbounds here. And again, Oneonta going back to that high pressure.
I like it. I like it a lot. It's working.
Oh, sloppy handoff. And now Johnson with 20.
Plattsburgh's kind of taking it easy in the second half. They're kind of, they realize they have the lead. They're not really like
Bryant.
As Mac makes a three-pointer to kind of diffuse what I was just saying, they looked like they were taking the foot off the gas for a second.
Bryant, an excellent pass to Mac, finding him at the top of the key for 3. And a sloppy pass.
Great pass deflection.
Boyd clearly frustrated. It'll be Freeman inbounds with 19 on the shot clock. Freeman gets the jumper to go.
Great shot. Let's see how Oneonta does on defense.
Ooh, nearly a double dribble. Ref shakes his head no. Now Eli Bryant setting up a play with 15 on the shot clock. Now Johnson maybe looking inside. Instead finds Chris Middleton. Middleton with 10. Johnson with 8. Johnson looking for some type of help. Johnson with 5 at the top for 3. Lights out.
Cannot be stopped.
Johnson.
Plattsburgh, another 3. Here's Mackin. Now Schultz thought about shooting, instead passes to Boyd. Boyd nearly had his pocket picked. Instead, he's got 10 to work with. Boyd with 8. Driving the lane. Nearly gets it to go.
Those are the shots you need to get in to make a comeback.
Bryant for 3. Unstoppable.
This is getting ugly. Oh, look at this.
And speaking of ugly, what a disgusting pass that was. Plattsburgh just sucking the life out of Oneonta, up 29.
They just need something, anything to go their way right now. I think it comes back to defense. They're hitting their shots, so just Plattsburgh's just hitting more when you break it down.
Boyd just trying to get something going there, instead finds the tables. And now Bryant bringing it up with Plattsburgh. Oh, Mack nearly getting the alley-oop to work. Instead of Freeman coming in transition, going right at Bryant.
Very nice play. Now they just need to stop on defense.
12:23 to go here in the second half. Bryant with 15. Guarded by Nolan. Bryant driving, kicks it up to Patron. Thought about shooting, instead drives the lane and gets blocked by Schultz, but a foul is called.
That could have been the defensive stop they needed if that wasn't a foul.
Patron has 2 shots.
Patron with 2 shots here, shooting 62% from the line on the season. And gets the first. Patron with 14 and 6 today. An absolute force from behind the line as well. As he makes a second. And the lead extends back to 29. Foul's called.
That's big.
It's aggressive there from Jacob Rodriguez, the freshman out of New York City.
He needs to hit these free throws.
His first, team third.
Oneonta just needs to put points up.
With 12 minutes and down 29, the clock is starting to not be a friend.
No, it's not. Ooh.
And those free throws don't help.
No, they do not. No, they do not.
So as the second free throw is made, you asked me this question during the women's game when Plattsburgh was starting to fall behind. So does Oneonta start to live and die by the 3, or do they just go for those easy buckets?
I don't think you die. I think you start shooting threes in the fourth quarter when you start to get desperate. I think you should just get easy baskets because all they need, they're scoring baskets. That's not the problem. The problem is defense. They're not hustling on defense. They're not stopping them. Because Oneonta's offense hasn't played terrible all game. But I think at the fourth quarter, that's when you start living and dying by the 3.
Joseph Bull with the foul there. Oneonta's 4th team foul. It'll be Plattsburgh to inbounds here with 27 on the shot clock. Patron going right at Joseph Bull.
That's what I'm talking about right there. They need to make stops. They have to switch something up on defense, whether it's substitution, whether it's the scheme they play, double teams, something.
Schultz looking for an option, finds one in Bull for 3. He can't get it to go. Patron eventually collects, and now he'll look to come out with Johnson.
Watch out for Johnson's 3 right here. He's been favoring it all game.
There it is. Misses off the back iron. And now Nolan looks to come up. Pressured by Bryant. Schultz in the lane. He gets it to fall.
Schultz is finally out of his rut.
Johnson looking for options, finds one in Middleton. Middleton with 20 to work with. Good screen set for Bryant. Eli Bryant in the lane, stops. Looks for an option, finds one in Johnson. Johnson with 10. Screen by Mack. Johnson, good defense by Schultz. Patron for 3, and he airmails it. And Oneonta looking for their first run. Freeman for 3, and he gets it to go. A little bit of momentum here from the Red Dragons.
That 3 was big. You hear the fans. The fans are getting into the game now. Let's see if they get a stop here. Stop here would be
momentum.
Huge.
Any type of momentum here for Oneonta is good momentum. Nolan heavily guarding Bryant. Bryant heavy, and Mack finishes with a dunk. His acrobatics have been on display today. Here's Freeman trying to push the tempo and gets blocked by who other than Mack.
See, I love what they're doing with the fast-paced transition offense, but it's just not working. It just ends up sloppy, and you can't be sloppy. You might as well take your time with it and actually get the basket.
Johnson trying to direct traffic with 15 to go. Patron trying to get cleared out. And instead of a foul, it's going to be that Patron stepped out, and it'll be Oneonta basketball. .9:46 to go here. Plattsburgh leading 71-44. And it seems like any type of momentum that Oneonta gets, Plattsburgh just shuts it down right away.
I couldn't agree more. Anything Oneonta does, it just, on the other end, they just keep going back at him.
Rodriguez giving it off to A.C. Kirkwood. His jumper misses. Nolan guarding Eli Bryant. Gets his pocket pick, but a foul is called.
That's rough. I like the effort play, though. I like it.
His second, team fifth.
Fifth team foul for Oneonta. The second for Sean Nolan. And that same play again gets blocked this time. Same inbounds play that worked in the first half. They tried again on that last inbounds play. Oneonta keen to it. Now Nolan bringing it up. Gives it to Joseph Bowl, who attacks the post. Good pass, but it's intercepted. Now here comes DeAngelis. Passes it out to Eli Bryant, who gives it up to Johnson. Again, another 3, front iron. And now the tempo will pick up. Sean Nolan in the lane. High off the glass and in.
Now let's get a stop here, Oneonta.
Johnson slowing the tempo down, realizing the clock is his friend, up 25. DeAngelis thought about shooting, instead decides to drive. Eli Bryant off the glass is in. No one can stop him today.
They just look unstoppable. That's what comes down to.
Excellent screen by A.C. Kirkwood. Rodriguez for 3, off front iron. But it's stripped. Andres Rivera gets it in. He can't get it. But a good follow-up by Joseph Bull. And now a little momentum.
Let's see what they do with it.
DeAngelis hands it off to Eli Bryant. Johnson. And now Bryant turns it over. And now here comes Oneonta in transition. Alley-oop! Two players going for it.
Miscommunication right there.
And will Bryant make him pay for it? Off back iron, gets his own miss.
Maybe.
Good handles to make sure that he recovered his own rebound. That could have been a nice play. It's just there was a miscommunication and 2 players going for the same pass.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate. I really wanted to see that slam down.
Bryant in the corner, good crossover. Good move, nice reverse lay-in off the glass. And a sloppy pass, and there goes Johnson.
A simple pass like that needs to be completed when you're down this much.
Oh, step back three. With how he's been shooting today, you would have expected that to go in.
Yeah.
Now here's Bull bringing it up the court. Hands it off to Rodriguez. Nolan calls for it and gets it. And now Nolan driving the lane. He gets it to go.
See, Oneonta's having no problem with the ball in the basket. Neither is Plattsburgh. It was that second quarter that really killed them. They seem very tired and fatigued, and now they're trying to come back, but they need to make stops.
Johnson calling a play with 15. Now DeAngelis with 10. Johnson with 8. Step back. Good block by Rodriguez. And now Oneonta looks to come in transition. 3-on-3. What will Bull do? Spinning in the lane. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Can't get the putback though. Coach Conover clearly thought there was some contact in the lane. Timeout, Plattsburgh.
Things are getting heated in this blowout.
75-50 the score right now. Timeout called by Plattsburgh with 5:49 to go here in the second half. So 5:49 to go. You're down 25. The clock is not your friend.
Not at all.
Jack up threes.
It's getting close to that time. I mean, if you're going to jack up threes, make sure they're smart threes. That's the thing.
Patron inside. Doubled. Off the glass. Kirkwood gets fouled on his rebound.
That's big.
The foul, I think, is called on Oneonta.
Appears to be a foul on Oneonta. Coach Conover is livid on the sidelines, jammering in the refs here.
Yeah, it looks like the foul was called on Kirkwood.
He's looking for some kind of break, something to go his way.
But Oneonta gets it back anyway. Now it looks to come in transition. Bull looking for a smart pass. Foul on the floor.
Plattsburgh fouls number 22, Tim Smith.
It'll be Oneonta's inbounds here with 5:24 to go. 23 on the play clock, or shot clock. Nolan inbounding here. Gives it up to Rivera. Rivera, tough shot, can't get it to go.
They need some kind of stop.
And now the pace just slowing down a little bit as DeAngelis drives the lane. Almost an offensive rebound there, but it eventually falls to Oneonta. Excellent pass for Kirkwood. He finishes.
That is big. That is a big transition fast break. They really should have pressed him on defense right there. Call him off guard. Would have been nice. Clutch Johnson.
Good move in the lane. Ian Howard. Mackin for three. He gets it to go.
That was pretty. That was a pretty one.
The sophomore, Kevin Mackin. Quick shot in transition. Patron driving the lane. And the shooter's touch gets it to go. And timeout Plattsburgh. We're going to send it to the studio for a quick update.
Got it. All right, we're back. We got a live update coming from Fredonia and Buffalo State. Fredonia with a 6-point lead, up 60-54. We have two highlights here. We have Buffalo State point guard shooting a deep three to take the lead at the time, making it a 50-49 point ball game.
And then we have a Fredonia highlight following this one, a steal leading to an easy layup on the other side.
All right, we're going to send it back to you guys.
Welcome back. You just missed Kevin Mackin hitting a three. It'll be a foul against Kirkwood. Oneonta trying as hard as they can just to get some kind of foothold in this game with only 4:11 to go. The lead now down to 21. excuse me, there was foul was called against Plattsburgh, so it'll be Oneonta possession.
You know what time I think it is? I think it's 3-time. It's that time of the game.
Sean Nolan driving in the lane, taking a shot. Rebound Plattsburgh. And there's that pressure. Now he's doubled. Good.
That's very nice pressure.
And there's Sean Nolan.
Great stop.
Could be in 8 seconds at this point.
Ooh.
And out of bounds.
Plattsburgh ball.
And that's what Coach Conover's saying, is that there's 8 seconds. And that might be what they're discussing right now.
Was it 8?
And it's Oneonta basketball, turnover.
That is huge.
Good pressure there by the Red Dragons. And now there could be something happening.
Let's see if we get
3:47 to go. Anything can happen.
Let's get the wheels moving on this.
It's going to be Rivera to inbounds. And here's Kevin Mackin for 3. And almost gets it to go. Looks like it's Oneonta basketball. Yep.
Oneonta retains basketball. That's huge. They need to score on this possession. They need a
Freeman
three-pointer
checks his way back into the game.
or a foul. Just something.
Freeman for 3. Off back iron.
That would have worked. Ooh.
And it's a travel.
That's big. Oneonta needs to take advantage of these opportunities if they want any chance of coming back in this game.
Plattsburgh just gifting them possessions. They need to start scoring off of them. Joseph Bull for 3. And it's a 2, excuse me. But it's a basket nonetheless for Oneonta. And now here's that pressure again.
They need to transition back.
Pass was deflected. Number 22, Tim Smith for 3.
Yeah, they didn't need that. So that's the one problem with pressure. If once you get past it, someone's going to be open.
Freeman for 3, can't get it to go. And now 3 minutes to go here in the second half. Bounce pass. An errant bounce pass at that, and it'll be Oneonta basketball. .249 to go here. Bull tried handing off to Mackin. Mackin clearly the three-point shooter. Can't get it to go.
That's harsh.
Comes Coleman. Pass inside, attempting to get to Jaquish. And it will stick with Plattsburgh. 2:27 to go here in the game. Jacob Rodriguez checks his way back into the game.
At what point do you take out your starters if you're Oneonta?
I think we're almost getting to that point. I'm sure Coach Conover will try to play his seniors too, as Mack hits it for 3 again.
Mack is having a day on both sides of the ball. His blocks, his dunks, his threes.
Freeman driving in the lane, finds 3 bodies around him, and that was just an ugly shot. Deflected though, and it'll stay with Oneonta.
That was a lucky bounce.
Ball finds its way out to Jacob Rodriguez. Nolan. Kirkwood. Kirkwood off both irons and can't get it to go. Rodriguez trying to make himself a nuisance in there, but it eventually finds its way to Plattsburgh. Here's Coleman. Travis Cox driving in the lane. Blocked by Kirkwood.
Very nice block.
And Tim Smith for 3.
Ooh.
That's his second of the game.
They're cold as ice right now. Nothing Oneonta does is working at this point on defense.
Darren Brown in the lane, gets his own miss. Can't get it to go. And now with a minute 20 to go in the game, Plattsburgh would just look to work out the clock. Cox driving in the lane. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Mack. He can't get it to go. Again, Mack. Kicks out to Tim Smith for three again. He can't get it to go. Rebound, Mack. Another rebound and the foul.
That was not anything what Oneonta wanted right there. That was just
kind of sums up the game for
Oneonta. That was
Oneonta
deflating.
there.
That might be just the nail in the coffin.
Kind of sums up the game there for Oneonta. I counted 5 offensive rebounds there for Plattsburgh.
5. That's deflating. That's deflating, definitely.
At the line, it's Adam Jaquish, a sophomore from Mariah, New York, trying to complete his and one. Jaquish 50% from the line this year and completes his and one. And here's Sean Nolan. Gets it up quickly to Rodriguez and Freeman. Rodriguez driving, a lot of contact. Rebound Plattsburgh. Just 50 seconds to go now. Cox driving in the lane. He gets it to go. 93 to 60.
At this point, like we mentioned in the last game, you're just playing for pride at this point. Just put something up so that way you don't go into the next game feeling this loss. Ooh, that would have been pretty sight to see if you would have whipped that back into the basket.
So, you're in the playoff hunt.
Okay.
Oswego's chasing you right now. You got to put this out of your mind. Excellent pass there, though. That's a fantastic. Oh, he couldn't finish it.
You could sell this game today, recognize your mistakes, and wake up tomorrow like the game didn't even happen. Just get back to practice and focus on the next game ahead of you versus Williams on January 30th.
So, an ugly loss, but a loss is a loss, as Travis Cox puts in for the last basket of the game. Unless this goes in, and it won't.
Ooh.
Final score here, 97 to 60.
That is a harsh
Plattsburgh with a statement today that they intend to not only win the SUNYAC Conference, they intend to completely roll over the SUNYAC Conference.
I mean, this is the reason why they're now 12-0 in the conference.
Eli Bryant, 21 points today. 3 guys, Eric Mack with 18, John Petrone with 19. The story of the game has just got to be the 3-ball, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. The 3-ball, there was nothing they could do to stop it. From the first quarter, all I was saying, perimeter defense, and just wasn't there. No matter what they did, how close they got in their face, nothing was working for the Oneonta defense.
Eric Mack with actually a double-double today with 12 rebounds. Eli Bryant, what can you say about him? He was just fantastic today.
Fantastic on both sides of the ball. Also, Eric Mack, he was a stud out there. With his blocks, his three-pointers, his dunks, I felt like we were saying his name very frequently throughout this game, throughout the entire game. There's so many good playmakers on this Plattsburgh team that it honestly explains why they dominated today.
Well, for Chris, I'm Evan. Thank you for joining us today for this awesome doubleheader. We're going to send it back to the guys in the studio to wrap it up.
All right, thank you for joining us here in the post game. Oneonta's suffering a tough loss at home by 37 points, 97 to 60. Plattsburgh just was the better team today, I think.
Definitely.
They could not miss from the field, and Oneonta struggled. I mean, 22 points at halftime. You're not going to win many games when you're putting up 22 at half.
Yeah, no.
So let's take a look around the league. Some good games. Biggest game of the day so far, I would say Geneseo hosting Cortland. Cortland, the number 2 seed behind Plattsburgh, losing big by a score of 77 to 53. We have Tommy Eastman putting up 15 points and 12 rebounds with Zach Pasablanco with 18 points and 4 assists. 4 different players in double figures for Geneseo. I mean, the story of this game was three-point shooting. As we were talking before, 12 of 23 for Geneseo behind the arc. Meanwhile, Cortland only 8 of 33, and the better team won. I mean, you're not going to lose many games when you're shooting over 50% behind the arc, especially with 12 makes. Let's take a look at another game going on right now, Oswego Brockport. The Lakers leading right now by a score of 57 to 50. We have Brendan Gerard with 15 points and 3 rebounds, and Tyler Pierre with 12 points and 7 rebounds for Oswego. Take a look at this set play here. Great ball movement and off-ball screens leading to an easy basket by just a purely athletic player for the Lakers. Now let's take a look at other games.
Yeah, next up is Fredonia. Here's another look at the play by Brockport, the layup. Just a drawn-up play.
Yeah.
Fredonia and Buffalo State right now. It's in the second half. Buffalo State trailing by 4. For Fredonia, Ian Helps, 23 points right now, shooting 5 of 6 from three-point range. Story of the day is simply three-point shooting.
Yeah.
So that game is going to be a close one coming down to the wire. Next up is New Paltz and Potsdam. For New Paltz, they are up by 9 right now. Tristan Weissman is leading them with 16 points. And we have a highlight here. Just a strong take.
This is going to be a 3 right here from Potsdam to get them back into the game. However, the strong take from New Paltz now coming.
He's just able to finish with contact here. I mean, that's just a strong take.
And a great role for him. Soft touch.
Not much you can do on defense, too. Well defended, just contested shot, able to finish.
Absolutely. So, overall, great day for the SUNY Conference. A lot of good games, a lot of teams playing close. Upset of the day has to be Cortland falling at Geneseo. Although Oneonta suffered that tough loss, the team that they're chasing, Cortland, ultimately lost as well. So although today's hurt definitely stings, it's not as bad in the win-loss column.
No, I mean, Plattsburgh's top of the league. What are you going to do? Definitely a tough loss. I'm sure that they don't want to lose by that much, try to keep it a close game. But at the end of the day, yes, Cortland did lose, and that is good for Oneonta in the long run.
Absolutely. So, I mean, we'll look to see what we can do against Plattsburgh coming into the SUNY playoffs. Maybe get hot at the right time and definitely make sure not to lose by nearly 40 points the next time.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll look this one over and fix a lot of stuff.
Absolutely. So, I'm Lenny Ortiz.
I'm Austin Hughes.
And thank you for joining us at the Sideline Studio. Take care. Have a good weekend.